and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. And lest we forget, the Tenkar's Tavern Discord server is there for your entertainment and use. I think we're knocking on 1,900 members. I should double check that since I have this up right now. Show us at 1,898 members. Holy crap. If you need a link to get there, just go to tankarstavern.com. It's going to be on the right-hand side bar. You can just join up. So, why am I also mentioning the Tenkar's Tavern Discord server? Because we're going to be adding a section to it. Pex doesn't realize this yet, but hey, Pex, if you're listening to this, we're going to be adding a section to it for the Tenkar's Tavern one-shots, or TOSR, OTOSR. And it's where the folks want to use the Discord channel for voice to run games. We'll have voice and text channels set up so they can do so. So what are we talking about? Well, over the weekend, James Bond reached out to me, and James was like, the community really needs something, and somebody should offer it, and we should offer it. And I was like, all right, well, what are we talking about? He goes, we need a community or a group that people can recruit for one-shot games. Less commitment than joining a regular gaming group campaign, but a place where these one-shot sessions can be organized, recruited. People can play test adventures or modules or settings that they are working on. And I was like, holy shit, James, you're right. So, not being my usual foolishness where I went, I could have gone, all right, yeah, I'll set it up. I said, James, it's on you, man. You got it. Ball's in your court. Do as you will. And James decided to call it Tenkar's one-shot role-playing. Which I said is Tenkar's OSR. It's kind of cool. But really, it's for not just for old school role-playing. You want to run a 5e game and recruit? Have at it. If you want to run the new Top Secret, the old Top Secret, Rifts, it's for people to get together, have one spot where potential players and potential GMs can match up. So, this morning, probably about 12 hours before I recorded this, I put up a blog post about it. And what was a slowly growing community, which had, I think, 30 or 31 people in it this morning, is now at 130. So we've added just under 100 members as I am recording this in about 12 hours. That's pretty damn cool. Now, here's what I'm doing. Okay, and this is just an example. If you're looking to run a game and you want to recruit using this Facebook group, the group is on Facebook. I'll include a link in the show notes to here. The 10 Cards One Shot Role Playing. I'll include a link to the Discord server. But this is my idea. Probably the week after Easter, because I don't think I have much going on that week. Well, I'll find a way to fit it in. Well, it's either the week after Easter or the week after that. Before the month is out. Does that make sense? I guess the month would end week after Easter. Whatever. Listen, so in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be putting together a one-shot Swords and Wizardry game. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Swords and Wizardry Light. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Swords and Wizardry Complete. It's one-shot plus. And I say it's a one-shot plus because I plan on doing this about once a month. Put together a map, adventure, whatever. And if you bring your character back to one of my sessions, you can level up. You can keep the treasure that you've accumulated. But it's made for the idea of a drop in, drop out, not a regular campaign per se. But I do want the ability for PCs to advance. It's going to start at first level. I'm going to use, I think, Illwinter for designing the maps. And the adventures are going to be run or was written with the idea that they should be able to be finished within a single play session ranging from 2.5 to 3.5, 4 hours. Because what's the point if you don't finish off the session, and we're doing these as one shots. So the idea is it should be able to be completed without a lot of time. I'm also going to release these adventures afterwards, maybe even as something like Pay What You Want on RPG Now. Give it back to the community. That's the idea. So, how do you participate? Well, you can participate, like I said, you can as a player, in which case you join the community and you look for games that are interesting to you and the timing works for you and you ask to sign up. Or if you're a GM, you make your pitch. Right now, the only pitch up there is mine from this morning. I expect James Spahn, this was his idea. Again, James, if you're listening, get one of your pitches up there and let's start seeing some shit, man. The idea is that we're going to hit a critical mass at some point. I think we're viable now with our numbers at 130 or so that we should be able to put together groups. I think once we double those numbers to about 250, I think it's going to be self-perpetuating. I think that's like a critical mass number. So if you have friends that you are gaming buddies, maybe lapsed gaming buddies, people that you used to game with and haven't had a chance to game with because the hours don't work out, this might be a great way to do the matchup. It's being done for the community. Hopefully, the maintenance on our level is light. Also, I didn't mention this on a blog post, I haven't mentioned this in the community either, but this also might be a very good way for us to work out an online convention day sometime this summer. Maybe around Gen Con when most of us aren't able to go, but certainly are thinking gaming. Maybe we'll be able to organize a game day via the community. Just thoughts, throwing it out there. It occurred to me literally just now. So, stream of consciousness. Oh my God. So if it's interesting to you, join us. You can Tenkar's one shot role playing if you're going to do a search on Facebook. But otherwise, you should be able to find a link in the show notes here and go from there. On that note, folks, as always, thank you for listening. If you get a chance, if you can give us a review on iTunes, awesome. If not, that's fine. If you want to support us, well, yeah, it's us. Because although I'm doing the podcast, I have people like Pex that are helping schedule the interviews, and I have the people that I interview. But if you want to support Tavern Chat there, you can do it directly through Anchor if you want to, and you can subscribe. I believe it's $2 a month. Or if you want, you can go to Patreon, look up Tenkar's Tavern, and you can support us that way. As always, thank you. God bless. Stay safe. Roll your dice well. And happy spring, man. Spring is here. I'm feeling it now. My garden is certainly blooming. Now I got to plant some more stuff. All right. On that note, I am out of here, and I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.